Hi, I'm Jackie McGinn, spiritual mentor and energy healer, and I've been introducing powerful books. They can really change your perspective, and by changing your perspective, change your life. Now, today's book, I don't actually have it on me because I gave it away to somebody a couple of years ago, but it is James van Praagh's Heaven and Earth. Now, I read it when I was in Japan. I was in Japan for 9 years, and during that time I experienced 9 pretty significant deaths in the space of 9 years. And I think really on the spiritual path, having an answer for the question, what happens when we die, is really important. Now obviously we can't have that much proof about it. It comes down to belief. But your beliefs can change how you feel and how you show up in life. So whatever you believe it to be, let it be a belief that resonates with who you are and one that empowers you and lifts you up. Now, what happened with Heaven and Earth is that so my dad died in 2003. He was one of the rather numerous deaths that happened while I was there. And in late 2005, there was one morning when I woke up and I heard his voice. So I now know that I was in the theta state, and that state between waking and sleeping. And he didn't say anything new or revelatory or anything, but it was just so clearly his voice. But then when I woke up fully, I completely thought it was just a dream, and the excitement that I had from hearing his voice just disappeared, and I was just really disappointed. So then when I discovered Heaven and Earth and started reading about all these different ways that people in spirit try and communicate with us, it made me realise, oh, okay, that was him. And I gave myself permission to believe that death isn't an end. It's a transition to something else. Now, when I went to Japan, I was practically atheist. I was very confused about religion. I was very confused about what it was all about. And I came to the conclusion that that's it. When you're dead, you're dead. But being faced with my own father's death, it really shakes you up. And I just couldn't accept that someone so alive could just stop. And so having that experience where I heard his voice, that was enough for me to, and with the book Heaven and Earth, that was enough for me to think, right, yeah, it's not an end, and consciousness survives. I'm not entirely sure of the mechanics of it. Maybe it's probably beyond human comprehension, but something carries on. So, do you have an answer for the question, what happens when we die? Does life continue after death? Because I wouldn't want you to just hear my story and think, oh, yes, I believe too. It's really about having your own sense of belief, having your own felt connection to whatever you feel is true. And that's the power of belief, that we do get to choose them, and we get to choose ones that make us happy and make us empowered. And it really doesn't matter if they're different from everybody else and what everybody else believes. Leave them to their beliefs. I'm quite happy with mine. Tomorrow we're going to talk a bit more about belief, but for now I'll just leave you with those thoughts. What beliefs are you choosing to have in your life? Where could you change them so that maybe you feel happier and you feel more empowered. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in another video soon.